So the fitness analogy coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense, Logic, and Reason, and as always, thank y'all for watching. Now, you know, as I've said many times, I like to use analogies, and the reason why I like to use them is it kind of helps enforce an idea. You know, sometimes when there's an issue, just talking about the issue is not enough. You have to enforce the issue with examples or analogies that leads to an experience that another person may have. But now, when it comes down to the left, we know that the number one tactic that they use is disparity. You know, they'll find any disparity in society or any disparity in society that's unfavorable to them. Now, if it benefits them, or we never hear about it, but if there's a disparity that's unfavorable to them, then it must happen because of some evil, depraved group, entity that made it happen. Now, as you know, in one of my previous videos, you know, disparity does not equal to depravity, and in which I explained that just because there's a disparity somewhere in society doesn't mean that there was some evil, depraved entity that made it happen. And when you find disparities in society, more often than not, you'll find that it's a result of behavior, personal behavior of the people. And as we know, when Ben Shapiro made that old famous debate he was in on YouTube, but I believe it was in Portland. I used to say Seattle, but I believe this was in Portland, Oregon. And when the moderator asked him if he doesn't believe that there's such a thing as systemic white supremacy or systemic racism, then why is it that disparities exist? And he says because it's completely cultural, which is true. But anyway, let's bring in the fitness analogy. Now, let's say you have three people, no particular race, gender, age, just three people. You got person A, person B, and person C. Now, person A basically is heavy into fitness. You know, they work out religiously, as you say. You know, they'll work out 6 days a week, and outward day, you know, they have a strict regimen and diet plan that they're on. You know, they do some cardio as well as weight training. And, you know, they cut out a lot of the unhealthy foods, sugars and fats. They will count their calories. They take supplements. I mean, they're just heavy into fitness. Then you have person B. Person B works out 3 days a week most of the time. Now, they don't really have those strict regimen. They're not really strict about what they eat, but they will work out. They will make sure they get some exercise. And then you have person C. Person C does absolutely no exercise whatsoever. And when it comes down to their diet, they just throw caution to the wind. They have no regimen whatsoever. They put nothing whatsoever energy into their fitness. Now, who's going to be the most fit? Obviously, person A is going to be the most fit because they do more of what it takes to be fit. And then obviously who's going to be the least fit is going to be person C. Why? Because, well, person C does less of what it takes to be fit. Now, let's say if all three of these people were black males in their 20s, right? Now, we have a clear disparity here in fitness. Now, does this disparity exist because of white supremacy, racism, or some evil, depraved entity? Well, of course not. The disparity in fitness exists because of choices and behavior each three of these individuals made. Now, any one of these individuals could change and go it otherwise. You could take person C. Person C can get with person A, meet up with person A, and person A drags him into fitness, and he does start doing what person A does, and then he could be just as fit as person A. But it's choices and behavior. Each one of these people have made a choice. And if you look at all the disparities that exist in society, again, most of them may be because of choices. And I would say 99 out of 100% of the time, these disparities exist because of things that people done, behavior and choices, just like the gender pay gap. The gender pay gap has been completely debunked and is completely determined by choices and behavior and the differences between men and women. Same thing with the wage gap and income gap between blacks and white people. White people do more of what it takes to earn more, and black people do less of what it takes to earn more. That's why the gap exists, not because of no evil, racist, despicable, depraved person out there, entity, group, whatever. So anyway, the next time you hear nonsense about any disparity somewhere, well, now we have another analogy in our tool shed, the toolbox, to destroy the nonsense. And again, y'all, as always, and until next time.